Hey guys, Insane Reaper here, and today we are inside of Warframe and going to try something that was suggested to me by a guy named Star-Lord. He is linked on my channel, but he suggested that I should try doing build videos on Warframe. So I'm gonna give this a try, and with that I'm gonna talk about pretty much me and him once a long time ago when the Excalibur rework first came out. Me and him did a fake KO challenge, for y'all that know what that is. We did one on old Excalibur right before the new one came out, and then we did one on new Excalibur. So I'm going to show you the gear that I use for the rework Excalibur, because me and him made it pretty far within that. We did a void survival, and we got pretty far with it, so I guess we got over an hour on our first time doing it. So I guess I'll show you the build I used for that, and then, you know, if y'all think it's any good, then y'all can trash on it or like it. So for first, this was my, I used Excalibur, all this stuff I already have equipped, but I used for it. Excalibur, I mostly went for pretty much a lot of efficiency, for the most part, with a little bit of strength, because what I tried to focus on mostly was being able to put out a radio blind when needed to and spam Exalted Blade when I started getting the later waves, because, you know, later waves and enemies get hard eventually. As you can see, Exalted Blade only takes 0.63 energy per second, so you're able to keep it up for pretty much forever. And Radio Blind, it doesn't have that much duration, but was it meant to? It was meant for more of just blind everything in, kill it as fast as possible. And then Slash Dash, you kind of use it sometimes if you want to. And then Radio Javelin, I mean, it's there, I guess, if anyone ever wanted to use it for anything. And I mean, my Stalker doesn't look, my Excalibur doesn't look quite like it did back then. As you can tell, he's very Stalker themed. And then back then he didn't have the Stalker armor, but everything else is the same. The weapon I used back then was a Soma Prime. With this build, I know it has this big open spot here that I never forward for, because I didn't feel like putting two formers for something here and then putting another one here for whatever mod needed to go there. And if I did, I don't know what I put on there anyways, except for another elemental, I guess. Or that, if I wanted to decrease fire rate. Which I don't think I would. I would put more status on it, maybe. Regardless, this is what I had back then. I never formatted it to get that last spot, because I didn't really see the point in it. Because I always felt like my Soma worked good enough for what I needed to, so I never really needed to format in for that last spot. But then, I mean, as far as elementals and damage, it never really mattered, because it's always just a massive crit weapon anyways. So I guess, it wouldn't hurt to put that on there. But, yeah. I don't know how good it is to have Serration, Heavy Caliber, and all that crap damage mods on for. And that's that. Next, when it came to my sidearm, back then all I used was the Haiku Prime or the Spare Prime, but Haiku had more status. But I think the Spare had more damage on it. But for sure I went to Haiku because my Haiku's was slightly better. Also, again, that big open spot just sitting there. far as hockey goes, you know what I mean? You never really used it. Always had it equipped just in case. I mean, it worked if I ever needed it to. I guess now that's what the build was, but I guess if I was to do it now, I'd put this on there probably. Extra status and cold, put up Devour even more, so you know, if I had that mod back then, I would have had it on there. But didn't have the mod back then. That's another reason I'm trying out this video, is because usually I don't get the chance to make videos on normal time, so you just have to do them after I get off work. Oh, I didn't know I have status chance mod on either. Which I guess it's only 15. There's that. So I guess, I mean, could have took off fire rate and put on that possibly. Bump up that status a little bit more, but anyways, I don't use this thing anymore anyway, so I don't care. That was the haiku. Then I went for the bow prime on Excalibur because Exalted Blade, at least it used to go off of impact damage at one time. At least that's all I ever seen proc for base damage was impact. So I went with this because it's the only good impact weapon I had at the time. And I mean, Life Strike, always get health back. Elementals because status was 40. And, you know, put the Crown Heavy Trauma on there. Much impact. You know, it's not maxed out, but it's where it's at right now. It works on all my builds, so I'm just going to leave it where it's at. So I don't want to keep formatting everything, and it just takes too much time. Especially since Draco's not Draco anymore. I don't know why I have a range mod on here for. Sure, I could put on Fury. Put on Fury. At least I'll do better for it a little bit. I don't know why I have a reach mod on for it. Unless for some reason does reach on melee affect Exalted Blade? Maybe it does, I don't know. I have no clue. But that was that. So that was the whole build I used way back in the day.
A new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
That was my normal loadout for back in the day, at least, of Warframe. And that was my first screw brew, and I'm still using it because it's amazing. Then, I guess nowadays, for how much is, if I was to ever do another long survival mission, I would probably, it would be either I would go with Excalibur or I would go with Valkyrie. And with Valkyrie, if I was to do it with Valkyrie, I would probably bring Tigris Prime because 23,000 viral and 19,000 slash damage is amazing. And for secondary, of course, I'm just going to bring a UFO Prime because it's the best thing I got. And then I have the Sestra that I have an amazing ribbon for, but I just don't use it because the ribbon, as you can see right there, more damage to Grenier, almost 200% more multi-shot, almost 300% more damage. So yeah, the ribbon I have for it is amazing, but not as you can see, I have to form a lot in order to get this thing anywhere. I'd bring, there you go, for Valkyrie, if I was doing a long mission, usually I use the Prisma dual cleavers on Valkyrie. The build for it is, you know, here's the build. I'm not going to go through explaining all of this stuff. And then my Europa, there's all the stats if you want to look at them. And my Tigris, mostly just, you know, a lot of slash, a lot of elementals and status. So, Yeah. I think, did I? Yeah, Vicious Spread. I want to say. Pretty sure I had got a mod recently, but that's what it was. Making sure I had it on there. Then our Valkyrie. Now, this is an older Valkyrie, like when she first got her Hysteria work. It would be a Hysteria build, but since that Hysteria is no longer really that viable, I now build more towards, I can see with Internal War, I just build mostly for Internal War build. And that's pretty much what I do. Is what I do with Valkyrie is just put on a war cry, keep killing people, need health. Just do life strike because it's also rage, so you take damage. You get energy, use energy to heal up, and it's a long process. Then if you never heal people, you can go into Hysteria, clear out a crowd real quick. And yeah. That's pretty much how I do it with a Valkyrie. Then only other Christian person I would do with a long. I guess I would do Trinity if I ever learned how to use her again, but I never play her, so. And with my game would just, there we go. With the Excalibur, it'd be pretty much the same, except for the Prisma Dual Cleavers. I switched that out for the War because impacts for days. And then, as far as companion goes, I mean, if it was a long survival, I'd probably go with Helios instead, because a lot more chance of it surviving versus a companion, but yeah, and also say Makoto, if anyone gets that, good for you. Then with the Excalibur build, I mean, I'll still keep still be the same build as it was then. And I guess, yeah, War. Just, you know, put on some crits, put on the Berserk, get fast attack speed, and then, you know, a lot of impact. Almost 1,000 impact, because you know, pretty much impact Galatine. Yeah, that would be what it would be if it was a Excalibur instead of a Valkyrie. Also, recently, I got Ember Prime. Feels great. All my frames I have. Also, recently, got a Lucky Prime. Probably barely ever going to use them. I'm going to use them enough to get them ranked 20, and that's about it. And also, I got Oberon Prime Access. Got it mostly for the Sylvian Aegis Prime, but, you know. I've had Trinity Prime forever, and she's still not even anywhere near my strength. And my first Prime frame, and my first normal frame ever. Because Bolt holds that spot in my heart as my first normal frame and first Prime frame ever. But Valkyrie's probably my favorite. Anyways, I'm just rambling. Enough of all that. So, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I don't know. Something new I'm trying just for... Something doesn't take a lot of energy. Because night started night where I had work and then I got home and... One night I got off a little while ago, but I played the Gears with some friends and all that good stuff, so... with things like this, I might do things kind of like this. Might not always be build videos, but just simple things that don't really take a lot of energy, I guess. Because getting off of work, I don't always want to, like, get into like an hour-long match at Paragon or something like that. So, if y'all enjoyed something like this, let me know, and then I'll do other build videos, I guess, for Warframe. I don't know what kind of builds, but I guess if y'all want to see anything, just let me know, and I'll do my best to make a good build. All of my builds are my builds except for my Nova Prime. My Nova Prime, I got that from DK Diamantes. Anyways, I hope that y'all... Oh, I can't emote in here. Oh, that sucks. I hope that you enjoyed, and until next time, guys, I'm still working on a new outro that makes any sense, but until next time, guys, I will see you then, so goodbye. Let's figure out what I'm doing.